it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. In the feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow, 480.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Switch 61, matchbox, light.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Down. AT Gator. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
You draw forces. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Joker, 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 joker. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch out, watch out. Topper, topper.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
30 base. 61. Match box. Light.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Rock it. Spot.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You've got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He was trying to go back to more there. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
From the gun, Lawrence. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
Ready,
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Check 13. Slam, slam, slam.
6-6, bullet high. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Breida.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Silent, 64,
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Leo. Stitch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They go quickly here out to Moore. They completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Break.
Mike 5-4.
Bam.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
6-3, 218, jump.
Flat. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's go, baby. Watch twist. Check this.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. And they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 26, check 26. Come back. Protein spill. 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Blue there, blue there. Hey, 15. Exit.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
I don't need to. I'm the little lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check.
15.
Check 52's the mic. Check 50.
Hey, 43. Nice head.
Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Check. Crunch.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there of 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Look at me. Go, shoot.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on second down. Lawrence stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, ready. HE Gator.
Hey, let's get that ball, Key. Let's get that ball. Bang, 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 bang.
Five.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
80 weapons. Hey, Sam on.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Look, squeeze.
You got tight right there.
They run forward with Breida, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, it's now 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Coming this way.
61. Matchbox lights. Look at me. Zipper.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Now it's Breida. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. General West.
Check it back. Check it.
Get it.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
132 fighter. Go.
Throwing again, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
The big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral. See if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Pick and choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Check 43. Go. Hey, lock it.
They run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This is Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Scott Miller, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29, the 30, 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Niners 31, Rams nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Double time. Double time. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check.
Off the play fake. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bring it. Bring it. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Now. Watch the shit. Rock it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
You don't want none.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He juked him, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey,
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey. Leo. Go.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Second and 4. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
25, check 25, check 25. Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
You draw corkers.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Pick the edge, Come.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. On 4th down, Lawrence. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 50, plant. Look at me. Door. Ready?
They run again with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a give running left is Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this